Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Top 5 podcast. I am your host, Chris McPeak, and I'm joined, as always, by Annie Pruitt, who also happens to be my sister. Hello, Annie Pruitt.
Hello, Chris McPeak. How are you on this fight?
I am excellent. And we are continuing the epic saga, positive epic saga, of our Songs from A to Z collection, which has been no less than amazeballs. And if you are downloading any of the playlists, you absolutely positively know exactly what we're talking about here. We are learning a lot about music from each other and discovering new things. And this has just been, I'm so glad you came up with this theme, Annie, because it's been really fun.
I've really loved it. It is very much fun. Yes.
It is. So we are taking on a new letter today. This episode is brought to you by the letter.
By the letter U. And we are doing songs about the good old USA.
The good old USA. So I'm taking the standpoint that it's okay if America is in the song.
It better be.
It's sometimes hard to find USA. And I do have a slight fear of some overlap here. So I'm going to have Google on standby just in case.
As do I. As do I. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to go first, just so that you can get one up on whether or not we have overlap?
I could do that. I don't mind. Yeah. So I'll go first with my number 5.
Okay.
My number 5 is a twofer because I think they go together, although they're not on the same album.
Okay.
So I'm going with a 1-2 punch from the quintessential all-American songwriter, singer, John Cougar Mellencamp. And I'm going with ROCK in the USA and Pink Houses. And the reason that I think they go together is that standpoint. He's an Indiana farm boy, and he's very, I think, emotionally connected to his roots. And he does write a lot of songs about the very general lower middle class working family, although not without some huge appreciation of how rock music evolved into the kind of music he got into performing. So hence, that's where ROCK in the USA comes. That's probably my second favorite John Cougar Mellencamp song of all time. And then Pink Houses is just about America. That's what's in the chorus of the film. Ain't that America for you and me and little pink houses. And it's just, I could not have this on the playlist. It's the perfect 1-2 punch.
It is. You suck. You suck. I had both of those fucking songs.
If I can find another replacement, then that can be a mutual.
You really derailed me. Okay, I can fix this. I can.
People gotta eat.
All right. Okay. Because in the spirit of John Mellencamp, and
yes,
that those songs were going to be on my list. I'm still going to say this song is totally America. It is totally USA. And that will be, I'm going to go Small Town by John Mellencamp, because I was born in a small town, parents raised in the same small town. And that is what most of us are like that. Grew up humbly. I'm not going to say we were poor. I mean, that it is what it is, but humble. And that's the American dream is to rise above from that small town, the little pink houses. So again, for the same reasons, John Mellencamp is your blue collar, for the work, has never sold out. Like, how many times commercials tried to take his songs and he would never do it because he would never advise what he stood for. And I love him for that. And I love that there's a story about his kids seeing him on some kind of rockumentary or some commercial, not a commercial, but some rockumentary. Then they look at him and say, Daddy used to be cool. So I'll make that my number 5, Small Town John Mellencamp, because that is very USA. People that are from small towns, they have a tendency to be very patriotic, as am I. And I live in a small town now, so why not?
Why not? It all works.
It all works.
John Cougar Mellencamp, or I guess maybe just John Mellencamp is his actual real name. He went through all 3.
Yeah.
But his actual real name, I believe, is John Mellencamp.
Yes.
Okay, so that's number 4 to me.
Yes.
And I'm doing another 1-2 punch. I'm very sorry, but I couldn't help myself. Madonna got in a bit of trouble for covering American Pie. That was the song that was to be uncoverable.
It is.
However, it's actually, if you like Madonna and you can forgive her, it's not a bad cover. But I share that with, because I have a feeling that American Pie, the standard, is going to be on your list. So I will also add the self-titled, no, not self-titled, the album American Life and the song of the same name. So this one is a bit of a critique of the American dream per se. It's more, this is what happens when you get what you wish for and you become highly successful and wealthy and you pay for all these things and you can drink a soy latte and get a double shate, and it's the little rap she does at the end. Sometimes it's a bit ridiculous, but that whole album I think is cynical, but it's a good song. It's a highly entertaining song. The video is a bit radical, but I don't know. I can't help myself. I do Madonna. She disappoints me sometimes these days, but in terms of everything that's been recorded up to this point. So I wanted to mention those 2 songs.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that because that was not on my list.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, God, this is so hard. So I'm going to do a little bit of a 1-2 punch.
Okay.
This is number 4 to me, right?
Number 4 to you, correct.
Number 4 to me. All right. I'm going to do it. Hang on. I got to type it out first. So it's a 1-2 punch. So, the song is my number 4 song, American Girl, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I love it.
Freaking love this song. And
Me
it's kind of a 1-2 punch with Free Fallin', because Free Fallin' also has the same kind of vibe of talking about a young girl.
Yeah.
In her, she's a good girl, loves her daddy. But American Girl, what an amazing song. And to this day, when that comes on the radio, I can't not see the movie Silence of the Lambs.
I know.
I not see the girl driving down the road singing along to the song and
doing this.
Yeah. But she was an American Girl raised on promises. So it's not so much a patriotic song, but it is very much, we are American girls.
Yes.
And I hate the American Girl doll, like that whole franchise.
Oh, sure.
Put out of business, because no franchise should make parents try to spend that much money on a doll. So I'm just saying, yay commerce and yay consumerism, but boo American Girl dolls. Have nothing to do with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Nothing whatsoever.
Heartbreakers, excuse me. But there we go. Okay, number 4, American Girl with a little bit of Free Fallin' thrown in there. Yeah, why not?
In the same sense that sometimes it's hard to hear the song American Girl and not think of Brooke, whatever her name is, Catherine Martin's daughter. And Silence of the Lambs, when I hear Free Fallin', I think about Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire going through the friggin' radio until he can find something that he knows the lyrics to. And that he doesn't know all of it.
And he tries a little bit with Angel of the Morning, and it's not quite there.
But I think that scene is so telling because it's so completely how out of touch he is with everything else that's going on in the world, that it's just been athletes and agents. And it took me a really long time to figure that out anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's number 3 to me.
Number 3 to you.
I love this song so much. And I didn't realize that Simon and Garfunkel only put out like 5 albums. And I think their catalog is so diverse and so vast, but it's really crazy to think that they only did 5 albums together. But the song America I just love it. And what I love so much about it is it starts at them getting on the Greyhound in Pittsburgh. And then it took him 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. And then they are counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike. It's like they're going on a destination on a trip. And it's just such a kooky song. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. But the whole thing about taking 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw, the build in that song is one of my favorite things about it. So anyway, America, Simon and Garfunkel, that is my number 3.
All right. I'm not letting you go first again because, again,
I'm sorry. You had the opportunity.
I did, but I did because I didn't. I don't want to overlap, but I do. I fucking love that song.
Yeah.
We smoked the last one an hour ago. Oh God, I love it. I love it so much. And you could have almost have done a 1-2 punch with America and Homeward Bound. Almost.
Yes,
That was
true.
almost. Okay. Then I'm damn sure this could have been on your list. So I'm taking it from you.
Do it. Take it.
My number 3, I'm doing it. I Come to America, Neil Diamond. Everywhere.
Oh my God.
The world. We're coming to America. Come on. Neil fucking Diamond. There you go.
Douche.
All I have to say, that's my number 3. We saw What a Beautiful Noise, the Broadway show. It was freaking amazing. And what a great way, when just a little diatribe here, when Neil Diamond was diagnosed with his illness, he did 2 more shows and he quit touring. So we saw him like 2 months before he retired.
Yeah.
Only way he could continue to share his music was doing this Broadway show. Right. And what a beautiful story. What a beautiful message. And what true artistry.
Yeah.
And what a great way to celebrate. And because he is a very patriotic man, very much. And that song does really shout out USA.
Yeah, it does.
I'll say that.
And I'm a little bit embarrassed that I did not think of that one. It just didn't show up for me, but I'm glad that it's on this list and that it's coming from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen him twice. Once with you and Jenny, and then once with some friends of mine. When he came to, there was a brand new stadium in Ontario, California, and that was my first go around. So they were 2 very different experiences. Although I'm glad to this day that we went together, because that was a really important experience for us to have, knowing our upbringing.
Beautiful. That was so amazing.
Yeah, so when we were watching this Paul Simon documentary the other day, and whoever they were interviewing was referring to Paul Simon as the greatest American songwriter ever. And I was like, this guy's a fool. Don't they know it's Neil Diamond? In my personal opinion. But anyway,
yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, what a fun playlist this is shaping up to be. All right. So that's 2 to me, right?
2 to you.
Okay. Again, apologize if I'm stealing. And this has been on a previous playlist for one of us, maybe both of us. But I'm going to go with, I want to say this was one of their first hits. And that's Surfin' USA by the Beach Boys. And mainly because it was a song that actually had USA in the title instead of America, which made me happy. But yeah, what a cute, simple song about going to the beach and getting on your surfboard, which again, I've never done. I could never surf in a million years. It just would not happen. Charles just texted and he's giving a thumbs up on American Girl. But yeah, so I had to do it. And I'm not embarrassed that I did. It's a great song. The Beach Boys are probably one of those classic American California bands, and they sing about all those cute fun things for the most part until Pet Sounds came out, and then they started singing about serious things. But regardless,
well, I do love
that is that story.
You gotta love the Beach Boys.
You got to.
It'd be un-American to not love the Beach Boys.
Exactly. There's nothing more USA than that. Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Good call. Because if everybody had an ocean.
Okay. The USA.
Okay. I'm going with a very specific version of a song, and that would be my number 2, America the Beautiful, Ray Charles's version. So what a beautiful rendition. It's on our road trip playlist because it's un-American to not love Ray Charles, and it's un-American to not love that song. So how can you not love it? It's a gorgeous, beautiful song. Ray Charles he is the most soulful, beautiful voice ever. I don't know what else to say. It's going to make me cry a little bit, but I love that song and I love that version. So that's my number 2.
Do you remember having music class in grade school and like singing this in music class? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, this one and America the Beautiful, and then I guess the other one was just America. But now I don't remember the lyrics to that one. It'll come to me. People don't sing those songs anymore. I don't think kids don't have music class anymore, number 1. Yeah. And I don't think they're taught to know these songs. And I think probably Generation Z only knows God Bless America, because they probably went to a baseball game somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
After 9/11 and had God Bless America on the brain. Okay.
That's
to me, right?
Yes.
Hang on. I got to do something really quick because now I'm getting this song confused with another song by the same band. Okay. So my honorable mention is by the adorable country band Sugarland, and it's called Everyday America. And honestly, there's a strange aspect of this song that makes me think of our sister Jenny and her first marriage. But this is about a woman who is she's going through her life. She fell in love out of college. It was a good man, a bad year. And she got married and she was out of there. And then the husband is a guy named Joey who stares at a trophy that took us all the way to state back in 1985. I don't know. I just think this Everyday America song, it resonates with that same John Cougar Mellencamp kind of stuff. Daddy had a hard time and Mama always had hope. So yeah, it's a good one to sing in the car. I like it. And that's how it goes in Everyday America, a little town and a great big light. That's it.
All right. Who sings it? Everyday in America? Everyday
Sugarland.
Oh, Sugarland. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have to check that out. Okay. That's number
to you.
To me. Okay. So my is a twofer.
Yes.
The same song, but by two different artists.
Okay.
So the song is, I think, I want to say this has been on one of your playlists, or at least the artist has. Kids in America.
Yes.
The song is by Kim Wilde, but I'm choosing the versions by the Muffs.
The Muffs.
On the Clueless soundtrack. And then Billy Joe Armstrong did it on his No Fun Monday.
Oh.
So it's very much looking out a dirty old window where the kids in America, hello. Again, it's going like we're picking up our small town pink houses vibes from John Mellencamp, or we're just little street rats growing up as kids in America. And I don't know. America's in the I think I love the Muffs version. It very much spoke to the Clueless because those kids were absolutely clueless. And also Billy Joe, our Green Day lead singer. I love him so much.
Yes.
Great song. And I like Kim Wilde's version too, but it's when like your song is so great that those artists do covers of your shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That was her debut single when she was coming out. They're referring to her as an English pop singer, but I always thought she was Australian. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, you had Kim Wilde somewhere else. But anyway,
I know I have a couple Kim Wilde songs and a couple other. I do like her a lot, especially the Closer album or Closer. I forget. The song that has You Came on it is just so fucking great. Okay, number one to me, right?
Number one.
Okay, so again, there are those artists like John Cougar Mellencamp who are they are quintessential American artists. And at least on the side of country music, you cannot be more American than Brad Paisley and his amazing guitar. And it's Another American Saturday Night, which I didn't look for. When I first heard this song, I didn't really like it. But as with most Brad Paisley songs, you really have to go deep into and listen to the lyrics. And hang on a second. American Saturday. So this is funny because in the chorus, he's talking about all these other things that are not American. So this girl's got Brazilian leather boots on the pedal of her German car, listening to the Beatles singing back in the USSR. And French kiss, Italian ice, Spanish moss in the moonlight. It's just another American Saturday night. And in that American Saturday night, now there's a big toga party at Delta Chi with Canadian bacon on the pizza pie. Cooler full of Coronas and Amstel Light. Anyway, I love Brad Paisley. I think he is such a great songwriter, such a great artist. And he has this fun 1-2 punch of songs that are really deep and meaningful and make you cry like you've never cried before. But then he has these other songs that are goofy and funny and all about having fun. And I think American Saturday Night fits in that category along with Ticks and Alcohol and Celebrity. And he probably is my favorite male country artist. With Keith Urban is a not so distant second place. Anyway, bleh. All right. Yeah, Charles has some other on the list. I'll share those with you in a minute.
Yeah, so it was hard for me. Like, I really wanted to go with some Toby Keith stuff, but that was also like I don't listen to all the time. I do love, he's like, talk about it, patriotic.
Yeah.
And he rests in peace. And he did so much for veterans and soldiers. And I was so appreciative. If you were a veteran, yeah, and you went to his restaurant, you ate for free.
Yeah.
He was that kind of guy. But I didn't choose any of those because they're not on my everyday playlist. There's one song that will make me cry and like literally stop me in my tracks when I hear it.
Yeah.
It is the greatest rendition of my song. My number one is the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by Whitney Houston.
Oh, love it.
No greater version of that song. And if they could just like anybody that thinks they want to sing it, let them lip sync Whitney's version. Just let them do that. And we can listen to Whitney over and over again.
Yeah.
That was the great, and like right now I'm getting tears in my eyes and I'm getting chill bumps just thinking about how moving that performance of that song would, every single time we go to a sporting event and we stand and we put our hand over our heart, Keith and I always get tears in our eyes.
Oh, sure.
We can't not. And that, like, her version of that song, just like, I feel like it just sings into the hearts of every single person that has served this nation and cares about people that serve this nation, takes cares of the families of the people that serve the nation. And like, when you think about songs about the United States of America, that song, as sung by her, sings in my heart every single day, and it sings in all of our hearts. Whew, I'm not going to cry.
Don't cry. It's okay.
Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. Not going to do it.
Okay, so that was a Super Bowl. I don't know why I thought, did she not sing something at the Olympics too? But it wasn't this. She did
one moment in time.
one moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So I love that you have that as your number one for a dozen reasons, but mostly it's because now I think we can add another mutual song to the list, because I thought for sure you're going to honor Miley Cyrus with Party in the USA. And I'm proud of you and I'm disappointed at the same time. But I think it was because we had to have the mutual song of Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA.
That's it. I love it. Oh my God. Miley Cyrus, please, would you please tour again? I'm dying.
Yes.
To see her anywhere. I will fly anywhere.
I'm going with you.
Yes. So
because sisters don't let sisters see Miley Cyrus alone, even when the one sister is the bigger fan than the other sister. But I told you that the only reason that I have the appreciation for her that I do is because of you. And you have shared so much stuff of hers with me.
Yeah.
That have really shown me like how she's grown as an artist and whatnot. So yeah, call me a fan.
That was her cute little, it got her on the charts.
Yeah.
It
got her over the hump of the Hannah Montana phase.
Exactly. Yeah. The Climb, it was funny when she did the New Year's Eve special a couple years ago with Brandi Carlile.
Yes.
Brandi Carlile sang The Climb. That was cool because that is also a really great song. But in terms of songs about USA, thank you. I agree. Our song together is Party in the USA with Miley Cyrus because it's super cute.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Yes. All right.
It is a fun, happy song. All right. So I'm recapping first this time.
Yep.
Okay. So my honorable mention is Everyday America from Sugarland. Number 5 is the 1-2 punch of ROCK in the USA, Pink Houses, John Mellencamp. Number 4 is the 1-2 punch of Madonna's American Life and American Pie. And then number 3, America, Simon and Garfunkel. 2, Surfing USA, the Beach Boys. And number 1 from the great Brad Paisley, American Saturday Night.
All right. I love it. So we have a lot of 1-2 punches. This is going to be a longer playlist.
Very long playlist.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
That's our mayor sister song is Party in the USA with Miley Cyrus. And then honorable mention, my 1-2 punch, Kids in America by both the Muffs and Billy Joe.
Yep.
And if you want, just for fun, throw the Kim Wilde version on there too. Woohoo! It's a party.
Why not? Just another song.
Okay. And then we're going Small Town, John Mellencamp. And then American Girl with a free-falling vibe, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Coming to America, Neil Diamond. I think it's just America, but come on.
Yeah.
Coming to America.
Who doesn't call it Coming to America?
You got to. Yes. And then America the Beautiful, Ray Charles. What a great song. and the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by Whitney Houston.
Yes. Yes.
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA.
I can't listen to that Lee Greenwood song anymore because it's just so overdone.
Well, Donald Trump kind of overplayed it. I'd rather hear. It was easier for me to listen to YMCA after a while than to listen to Lee Greenwood's "Proud to Be an American."
If you've been to as many Army ceremonies as I've been to,
oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. That, my friends, will wrap up the letter U, songs about the USA, and today's episode of the Top 5 podcast, where the songs from A to Z will continue on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 letters left, I think, if I'm counting.
Yes, we got to backtrack to G.
We do have some backtracking to do. We also have R, and I think we were going to maybe redo S, and so we'll have that conversation offline. But nonetheless, we do absolutely positively appreciate you downloading or watching the show. Hit the subscribe bell, notification button. Wait, that's the other way around. But y'all know what I'm talking about. We would love to hear from you at info@chrismcpeak.com. And until next time, for Annie Pruitt, I'm Chris McPeak, and we'll catch you up on the flip side. Adios.